So I spent this week in the forest near the sea. Lately, I've been longing for more open space. After months in the city, it's began to feel a bit swallowing. So I decided to go on a little trip to see something new and experience different things. When I leave my daily routine, it always feels like it gives me a new perspective on life. I think I naturally find a lot of comfort in movement. I feel like at my core, I want to be constantly changing, growing, seeing different things, feeling different things, and just following that voice inside me that's telling me to go. We stayed in this little cabin up in the national forest. There was no power, so we were heating with wood, as well as no phone service, which was one of the best parts, to just disconnect from the outside world and be with the trees and the water. It was also just really nice to spend some quality time with Logan. We are both so busy all the time. We have separate jobs, so it was really beautiful to just be with him without any distractions or work getting in the way. I found my mind really slowing down a lot here. There was just so much space in the days to do nothing, which felt like such a blessing. Maybe it's just me, but in my regular life, I find myself unintentionally filling all the space in a day with distractions. If I have a moment between things, I'll fill it with my phone or work or something, never truly giving my mind a rest, which I think we all desperately need. The thing about life that I keep forgetting is how fast it goes by. That's so cliche, I know, but seriously, the older I get, the more I realize we don't have forever. I'll catch myself sometimes daydreaming of the future or thinking of the past, but what I often will forget is real life is happening to all of us right now in this exact moment. So let's all take advantage of this moment and not waste it, That's something I've been thinking of lately. So what should we do today?
You wanted to go to the ocean.
I want to go to the ocean. We're leaving this little cabin today. We don't really have any plans of what we're going to do.
Should we swim today? We've lost the cold ability. It left us pretty quickly.
Yeah, my threshold for cold is no longer there. I would swim. We don't have a towel, but... So we've been staying in the national forest, up in this little tiny wooden cabin. And it has been just so nice to be away for a couple of days. There's no phone service or Wi-Fi up here, which has been honestly one of the nicest things. I feel like my mind is all over the place, all the time. And being forced to slow down and just kind of settle into a really quiet, calm routine is really helpful for me. Thank you so much to Jackery for sponsoring this video. We've had a lot of storms here lately, causing the power to go out a couple times, and it was so nice to have my 2000 Pro solar generator for an easy off-grid solution to power. With a 2,160 watt capacity, I was able to plug in my lamp, oil heater, as well as work on my computer all at the same time. There's just so many versatile ways to use the Jackery. I went camping last week and powered my little radio and some cute lights while in the middle of a forest. Honestly, you guys, I've used the Jackery in so many amazing fun ways over the years. I love the freedom of being able to have power in off-grid situations. Using their 200-watt Solar Saga solar panels, you can recharge the generator in only 1.8 hours to fully charged. If you're on a road trip, you can recharge it using the cigarette lighter in your car or simply just plug it into a regular wall outlet. Jackery is offering 15% off their new 2000 Pro generator as well as 30% off many of their other products. You can go and check out their website in the description box below. Thank you so much, Jackery, again for sponsoring this video. I'm drinking some tea right now and the sun just set. It's probably around 5 o'clock and the sky is like this beautiful color of blue. It was a really like orange sunset tonight. Oh, wow. So this week we went to the ocean and I kind of thought I was gonna film a whole video there, but I was just really enjoying being away and in the forest, and the ocean just always makes me feel a certain type of way, and I just didn't really end up filming that much. And honestly, it felt really good to spend like a week away from the camera because yeah, I've been feeling like I need that, just time to myself. So a couple weeks ago, I was going through some boxes that I had left at my parents' house, and in one of the boxes there was just a ton of photographs, and they're photos I hadn't seen in a really long time, mostly of my life kind of after high school, college years, and then like in my early 20s. And during that time I wasn't really taking many digital photographs, so a lot of that period of time was only captured on film. So I just was seeing all these memories for the first time in years, and oh, it made me like honestly really sad because I was really reflecting on that version of myself that I was during that time, and I just feel like I was so confident in myself, not in an egotistical way, just in the way of like I really trusted my intuition and I really trusted the decisions I made. I never second guessed myself. I always just had this really clear vision of where I was going. And specifically in the past year, I feel like I completely lost that ability to make like clear decisions. I feel like I'm constantly second guessing myself. I'm constantly like feeling like I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. And I really sat down and thought about that. And I kind of realized it was because I really kind of lost confidence in myself. Yeah, I really think that's the root of it. I just am no longer as confident in myself and the decisions I'm making. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. I think like having made some decisions and maybe failing probably made me lose confidence a little bit. And also, never before in my life have I been so exposed to so many opinions and voices and just like judgments, I guess. And I think that's kind of started to take a toll on me throughout my whole life. You know, the only people really giving their opinion on the things that I was doing were my parents and, you know, people in my family. And throughout the past couple of years, just hearing so many voices and so many opinions, I think it's led me to really second guess myself, like, ooh, maybe that's not right. Maybe I should be doing it this way, or maybe I should be doing that. I don't know. I think it's kind of started to affect me in not a great way, honestly. And then also just being on social media, I find myself really comparing myself to other people. I feel super self-conscious about the fact that I just live in this trailer on my parents' property. I don't really own anything. I don't really have anything. And then I look at all these other creators that have these just like big, beautiful houses and this beautiful land. I don't know. I guess I just find myself like really comparing myself to other people, and that is not good. That is not conducive to feeling good. Also, I feel like this lack of self-confidence has kind of manifested itself in me making decisions, not based on what I want, but kind of based on what I feel like I should be doing or what I feel like other people kind of want me to do. For instance, I had a lot of like opportunities come my way this year that I honestly, genuinely really wanted to take and I really wanted to do, but I just felt like I needed to be at the farm because I felt like, oh, well, everyone wants to see me at the farm. Everyone wants to see these types of videos. And if I leave, that won't be good. And continuing to ignore myself, it's just really started to kind of wear me down, honestly. I realized this a couple months ago, like continuing to choose the safe route, not listening to myself, really those decisions are, at the end of the day, just rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of trying something and it not going well, or just fear of kind of getting out of my comfort zone. You know, I feel like I've just been choosing this very safe route for a while, even though there's been so much of me that wants to expand and grow, but I am too scared. You know, and I don't trust myself. I really don't. But at the end of the day, I would so much rather do that thing that I'm passionate about and that maybe scares me a little bit and really do it. You know, give it my all, give it 100% and do it and then fail, than always wonder, what if? What if I had tried that thing? You know, if the worst possible outcome is failing, that's not so bad. You know what I mean? I would so much rather have done it and failed than to just always think, what if I had tried that? What if I had gone to that place? And honestly, thinking about that has kind of brought confidence back in me a little bit. Like, yeah, you know what? Like, I can do that. And even if it goes wrong, like, that's fine, you know? And the thing is, the only person holding me back from doing the things that I want to do is myself, truly. And that was a hard thing to admit to myself. Like, no one else is holding me back. You know, for so much of the past couple of years, I felt kind of stuck in this certain situation. And really, honestly, the only person holding me back from making a change is myself. And that's also a really beautiful thing to realize, you know, like, we have the opportunity to change our life if we are willing to make the sacrifices. And I know that we're all in different like life circumstances, and oftentimes, you know, we have obligations and people relying on us that's kind of out of our control. But for a lot of it, you know, for a lot of our goals, the only person holding us back is ourselves. It's so true. And like, that's definitely been the case for me. And yeah, I don't want to live in that way anymore. You know, I want to, yeah, do the things that I feel passionate and called to do. And I don't know, I don't want to live in fear anymore, I guess. And those are just some of the things I've been thinking about this week, to be honest. I just want to take advantage of my time here, and I don't want to waste it. You know what I mean? Because it's so fragile. It really is. And I don't want to take for granted the things that I have and the people that are in my life, because yeah, you just never know what could happen. And I don't want to live in fear anymore, that's for sure. So anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this little tea conversation. It was actually really vulnerable, and it's kind of hard for me to talk about these things. So thank you for being here, and I will see you next week.